Peace reflections and divine greetings to the chosen. Okay, so I had to go get my Nana's old phone that she left before she transcended this dimension type shit. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna use to record on this phone, you feel me? Alright, I told you why we're in the middle of it, right? Because niggas that are soulless are trying to use our souls to create their life and actually have life to live a life, right? And then we just witnessed an attack. All my storage was just full of a bunch of random pictures, right? That I thought had been deleted so I can make room to take pictures of more spiritual shit. But apparently I didn't. But I remember like looking through, whatever. I'm not even gonna explain it. So some of their weapons, right? Their weapons support their spells. And this is when we get into magic. Because when you get into magic, you just remember that, you just need to remember that energy exists in all, you know, in multiple dimensions. And then, oh damn, this video might get copywritten because it has music in it. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, right, and everything also has an electromagnetic field around it, right? And this is also how consciousness is able to interact with the third dimension and how it's able to exist in the higher dimensions. And I haven't spent too much time in those dimensions to tell you how to move around and completely and shit. I just know how to move around in 5D for real. Like, I can go to this one place where I'm just, you know, it feels like a field of information that you can fish from, but you have to put the information together so then you can figure out what kind of codes they're trying to align to. And the way that reflects on the physical world, right, is when you pop a shroom, right, and you start seeing things align and patterns line up and shit, you can look at the tree leaves, not the leaves, you can look at these huge bushes, right, because they're not trees. You can look at the big bushes, branches, and how they line up with each other and curve and stick into different words. And then they'll give you short messages for you to, that aligns with what you were thinking of or what you're going to think of or what you're going to experience in general. And then, yeah, you can do the same thing. You can just literally read. You can read the room down from the third dimension all the way up to, you know, those higher dimensions. And the higher dimension you go, you just have to think less physical and more, let me think, emotional, spiritual, mental, and then spiritual. Oh, wow, that's right. There's a lower astral body that exists over our emotional body. So then the higher you go past the mental, which is the air element, because what I'm going off of right now is how the elements line up from bottom to top. So you got the earth element on the bottom, which is your physical body. You got your emotional body, which is water. And then the fire is spirit. And I also heard that electric is spirit. So I guess when you get to the atmospheric realms type shit, that's when you see another level of the spiritual realms. And I also heard that there was 3 spiritual planes. So, and I'm guessing that's how it works from there. And then above fire is air, which is mental. So they, you know, are ops, right? The opposition, the bad guys of the video game we came to play, right? They're taking advantage of our controller because they didn't want to just be bots. They wanted to actually, you know, live. And it's not that they're so greedy, it's that they have to also feed, because, you know, they're doing a lot, right? From the government, like if you were going to look at the hierarchies of how they work, right? Their pyramid and their Illuminati, whatever. you would see like the fucking celebrities, right? That's on all forms of social media, including the news and like TV shows. Well, I meant something else though. I meant like those documentary shows, like how they would pretend to go out in nature and then do this and that, like actually staging shit, just so that they don't get run the fuck down. Cause whole time, if they were ever any kind of close to these, to our brethren will sense them and go fuck them up for real. So be careful with what you watch. Because all these presidents reptilians, they got masks on. Yeah, so what's above them? I'm trying to lead up to the top to where you get to Ramadan. I can't remember. But it's that one god in Egypt, right? When you go look it up, type shit. He was the one who was in control of this illusion of this third dimension. And then thinking of chilling. Oh, right. And what he would do, because like after like he realized he was given so much power, type shit, he thought he could just take advantage of it and become the god of this realm, type shit. Like he wanted to become who the actual God is, but he can't, because he doesn't have all that kind of power type shit. So what he would do is, like, while we were trying to ascend and leave our bodies, he would snatch our souls, make us forget our memories, and then put us back here. And that's where you get reincarnation from. Yeah, it's sad. But yeah, what we would do is mummify ourselves so we can sneak out of the realm, or we would burn our bodies so that we can reincarnate faster if we ever died in war. And then that way we come back with our memories, so then we didn't have to take too long, remembering shit. Because when you go to your baby form, remember, like, when you do all this shit naturally, it's just as a learning, it's just as a way to ascend, right? Because I told you, energy flows up and down. So when we go back down to being a baby, after we ascending from this realm and becoming God again, and then we go back down to another planet, another dimension with different physics of realities and shit. Yeah. We choose our avatar, and then our family type shit, our guidance on the physical realm, and our life path as well. And then, you can figure out all the shit that you chose by looking up these different numbers in numerology. And again, they have our numerology, so they know exactly who we are. And not only that, just by predicting when we would land here, they also tested our dark energy too, because part of the spiritual warfare is we have spies coming down here. Like, not spies, secret agents, right, my bad. Like, niggas who would be in a different body, like, you look like a Tyrone, but you don't sound or act like a Tyrone type shit. Like, he's not a Tyronian, he's probably a Sam type shit. I'm using code names. The people who's tapped in get what I'm saying. Yeah. Right, we need to start healing. We need to start protecting ourselves. Let me open up my notepad. Because part of their silent weapon technology, right, and their spells, is that they would use our natural shit against us, but then they would make us do our thing in a way that will hinder us instead of progress us. Like how instead of me watching the news, I watch tarot card readings, because fuck what's going on with whatever matrix bullshit they're trying to feed us. I just want to know what I have to do to get to my next stage in life type shit, and what I'm truly experiencing, so then I can know how to comprehend these moments, and that you're gonna have to go through to grow through. And then I'm on the wrong page. Okay, so right, the magic. Okay, I gotta start flipping pages again. All right. It was fun, healing, protection, and dangerous. Let's just skip to the way that they're attacking us, and then I'm gonna come back to the top of the list with all that. So they're using a lot of light magic on us, and this is what I was saying in the last video. You gotta learn. I don't even know if I got to say that part, but yeah, you gotta know the difference between light and dark energies, because dark is not evil or bad, and bad and evil are two different things. That's why everything has a separate name. Even though they are referring to the same energy, they're still talking about, its own specific frequency type shit. And that's why you have to be careful when you use words, because when you use words, at this point, like, there is a way that you can use the vibrations of the atoms, like you can speak differently in different languages and cast stronger spells, but you can also get the same results if you just say something with the intention of the energy that you're trying to put out. So like if I say fun, then when I said fun, I just put out the energy of fun. Yeah. And then what you put out will come back to you. But then it doesn't come back to you in the way that you always think it does, especially since it has to interact with other energies. And then that's another thing too. They are able to predict how these energies are going to fucking turn out so well that they would pin us against each other, and we don't know that we're pawns being used for a bigger game. So that being said, we are even part of this pyramid that they forced us in so that they can use the bottom of the pyramid to feed the top. Oh wow. And yeah, if you're having problems processing this, don't worry, I am too, because I'm learning at this moment with you. So spiritual guidance, right? That's what I was saying. We gotta learn also channeling. We have to learn how to channel, so we can, like, channeling messages and shit. Like how I was saying, our thoughts form. I was just telling you how your highest self speaks to you through your higher self, and then uses your lower self, which is your thoughts, to, like, okay, so that's even hard. That's a long thing to explain. But long story short, they can predict our thoughts and interrupt them and fuck them up, and then, manipulate us, yes, control us, that shit. And don't think of, like, their tactics in just one way. Now we get to flip back to the page and see strategy, and we're like, okay. So part of their strategies, right? You just gotta really think, like, why is this moment aligning to me in such a way? Because I didn't put out this energy type shit. So where the fuck did it come from? Someone else transmuted my energy and then summoned this bullshit to me. Okay, bet. Now, I have to figure out, through the synchronicities of where this came from and what it is and what its intent was. So now I can protect myself better type shit. And yes, when you can channel, but you can also use your own intuition and discernment, your third eye. Because I say discernment because it's stronger than logic. I say stronger than logic, even though it's only doing one thing, and logic can do that plus more, right? But it's just more like, it's just like, because when you try to involve anything else, any other energy, I can't really speak this into physical words. Like, I'm gonna have to say it in a way where you can just feel me. You feel me? So, actually, let's go look at curses and charms again from the other video, because we have a lot of curses put on our family, right, through our bloodline, through our past lives, ourselves individually, and then when we came back to align to these avatars, because like I said, some of us are undercover agents. I'm. Can I share that? I don't know. Can I share that? Can I share that, Raw? Well, they already know, so yeah. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I'm like a time traveler. I'm not even from this time period type shit. I hijacked this experience. So that's a good experience, a good example for me to use to explain that. So like some of us souls adopted other spirits type shit, or we just had to go through training in other avatars so that we can adopt and transcend and transmute our energies to become different spirits so that we can come back here and then activate in different ways. And the way you can activate as well is by finding your other soul tribe members. Like my chaotic brother, bro, that shit was fucking awesome. Let me bring myself back down now, but yes, I miss brother. Brother man was awesome. And then like also my other brother that just aligned to me, right? Nishan, like that nigga was cool as fuck too. Like, not was, but he is always. And like I don't know, it's just because of our history, and I guess like because we I don't know, we just know how to find a mood to choose right when we're around each other, right? So like we always have like this cool ready for it type move. Like I'm chilling, but we can get up and do whatever type shit. Like fucking Just Dance, Mario Bros, go play some basketball, even if the fucking court is fucked up type shit. You know, we used to be doing all types of shit. We used to go parkour off of cars and shit on roofs and shit. Man, being a kid was fucking fun when you're like being in the moment, being yourself type shit. Also, it's like way much better because you're channeling these experiences into your material moment with another conduit, right? Because we're all each conduits also. We're channeling energy to put out into our reality. And yeah, that's also part of the spiritual warfare. I just, there's so much to speak on. Like so much important shit to speak on. Like with all these weapons that they put out here. I didn't even get to this food spell yet because they got us eating other dead. Oh yeah, I did explain that the dead flesh and how we need to eat alkaline foods. Actually, I don't know if I said that. The video probably cut off. Yes, we need to go back to eating living foods so that we can get life from it, and then we have to ground our feet into the soil as well so we can collect energy that way while we're sunbathing at the same time that we're sunbathing, because this is how plants get their energy, right? This is how cows feed from this is what cows eat from the grass. And then this is what we eat from the cows, but we also eat other bullshit from the cows that we don't have to be eating from the cows. And all the other flesh out there type shit. But don't forget, it's not just, the meat anymore. They also got GMO foods. Genetically modified organisms. Them words right there together just don't sound good at all. Like, why did we create a situation for you to have to create that fucking word? It just sounds scary alone. What is a genetically modified organism? And then you put it in our food for us to consume this shit. And then guess what it does when our cells try to feed off of it, right? Because just like our like everything is light, right? And it carries information and shit. So then like when it's eating certain information from the fruits and just vegetation and like other like things that you can find in nature, not like animals. I'm talking about like certain seeds and nuts and I don't know. I don't want to keep trying to think deeper and deeper because I'm trying to get some shit out. But yeah, and there's also a way that you have to eat it. So like, when you heat up a magnet and then it loses its magnetism, yeah, the same thing is gonna happen when you heat up your food. So then it loses its alkaline charge and shit because the magnetism was holding that charge there. Vice versa. That's crazy. So then what they also do is put it in plastic and in the cold, so that yeah, it would drain the electricity, and then that would make it lose its magnetism. So that's why Spirit said vice versa. And then but yeah, let's go back to this. The way that fruit rots is way different, like naturally out in the woods and shit, or just on the streets. The way fruit rots, it looks completely different from how it rots from the fruit that you get from the stores, because that fruit has that same green fuzzy mold shit on there that all the other fruit be getting. But when you look at how fruit rots in, like when a peach would grow on a tree, or an apple would grow on a tree and fall off, and it would start rotting into the ground, it would just turn black and brown and shit, and then it would look like it puddles away into the ground. But then when you look at their food that they be giving us in the grocery stores, that's where that GMO bullshit comes into play, because that's how it sits in our bodies and that's how it decays. And that's the game. Okay. So that means we really have to go fast, right? We need to fast so we can pick up on these frequencies a lot better. Right, before I get into that, because this is pissing me off and I really gotta tell you, they be masking their frequencies to hide themselves from the universe, so that they can pretend to be certain people who are going to earn manifestations or certain protection, and then they can feed on our energies that way too. So be careful serving these quote-unquote false gods, right? The celebrities and shit, because they ain't got souls. They sold their souls, and it goes deep, because like everything in the physical, if energy extends that in multi-dimensional, then the things you do on the below is also in the above, right? As above, so below. But it starts in the astrals first. So that means there will be certain entities, right? Certain energies flowing in and out of you, trying to, or like around you. And also remember, everything that you extend your conscious to is you. So by you looking at a cigarette too long, the spirit of the tobacco can call you stronger and stronger type shit. And then it would make you think that you really wanted that thing that bad, crazy, and you never even smoked cigarettes before type shit. So then it tricks you into believing you're a fiend, right? And then it makes you more okay and comfortable with doing other shit, like, well, since I'm on vapes now, why not drink? And that's just an experience from me to you, so don't tell anyone. Yeah, and yeah, they be really tricking you to adopt other masks of frequencies that you can become if you don't pull out of that energy quick enough. But spirit, especially for the chosen ones, spirit will let certain things happen to you sometimes so that you can learn to grow from it, because you have the power yourself to get out of it, and spirit just needs to show you that. But before it shows you that, it has to determine a few things type shit. It has to go look through your many timelines and your frequency that you're putting out, the mask that, like, because like we're all trying to be like the next person type shit. So if you don't try to serve God, right, by serving yourself and expressing God, right, who is in you, the Holy Spirit, if you don't do that, then God will not recognize you, because you were not, letting them, right? He walks for her, he moves for her. So it's the both of them. So since you did not serve God in that way, they won't recognize you because you didn't let them live type shit to be able to see shit, to be able to see you.
Shout out my ancestors. You know that be my Shout out my ancestors. You know that be my
yeah. God damn. Oh my god, that was like a heavy ass download. I would really like to share it, but move on.
Why these niggas so that clogged up? Think they need a push. You need to do research up on the pineal gland. You can see what the fuck that these niggas did up on your line. Steady vibrating low, that's how you get reincarnated. You wanna know how to manifest? Gotta use imagination. Have your third eye open up, learn how the sun get. Put your feet in the soil, you wanna get an upgrade. Like these niggas all night, they stay sleep when I hang around them.
It's deep. And I got another page. Okay, so balance men and women and energies to align to your path, right? Balance your masculine and feminine energies. So that's just the way I wrote it down. Yeah, do what I just said to, strengthen your connection to yourself, so then you can clearly see yourself and stop being confused of who you are being led to be thinking of who you are. Cause goddamn, I don't know if I said that correctly. So you want to see yourself clearly, so no one can tell you who you are in any way. Like, you will never have a doubt of who you are type shit. We have to get to this frequency because we don't know much about what's really going on. So we keep, again, going back to pawns. We keep being used as pawns against each other to serve someone else. And then that's why, even after we get to do what we wanted to do, it either doesn't last long or it just gets cut off before we can get it for real type shit. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's why every birthday, like, I don't know if you guys experience this, but shut the fuck up, Timu. Okay, I don't know if y'all experienced this before, but every year my birthday came around, right? There was, or like a holiday that I would get the most joy out of, right? That I have, memories of having the best, time shit. Like every time we put out our highest frequencies while celebrating these things that they put up for us, like even our birthdays, like they start to steal our energy a lot easily. So that the next time your birthday comes around, something happens to where you don't even get that, a chance to experience that ecstasy again. That's crazy. It's sad. Wrong playlist. What's that? Oh, it's the magic. Okay. Oh wait, let me shout out brother. Let me shout out brother name real quick. Tafari Ali, Tahafari, my bad, brother name. Okay, back to it. Oh, it's so warm out here. Thank you all. And then, right, protection. So that's what I was saying earlier too. We need to learn how to channel to our higher self, right? To our true thoughts, so that we can block out all the bullshit. That we can also channel to our spirit guides. We also got to tap into our spirit animals and all of our spirit tribe, and then all of our soul tribe in this physical too. That way we can protect each other a lot stronger type shit. We also need to learn alchemy, so that when you do get attacked unexpectedly, you can just instantly feed off that energy and then manifest something better out of it. And I've been forgetting to do that sometimes. I mean, not sometimes, but lately, because I've just been in so much bliss for so long that, I feel okay being upset, and I like being upset and expressing that part of me because it makes me feel like I'm a real nigga type shit. But yeah, it's always fun, eating up that energy type shit and just like making it my bitch type shit, you know, transmuting that whatever experience into a better, like whatever experience into a better. I love doing it, especially when I'm being attacked, because like, first of all, if anybody else gives you their attention, this is also what they do to us, right? Since we give so much attention to their rituals that they do, like all in front of us in our face and shit, like dropping the ball on New Year's, right? And then like there's many more bullshit that they do in front of us that they have us participate into, like, oh right, and they'll set up wars, right, for us to go participate into and feed them on the physical and in the spirit. And then they'll also put up all of these other humiliation rituals and fucking scaring rituals. I forgot, fear mongering rituals, yes, like 9/11. And then like, yes, Simpsons is proof that this fucking world is a script. Oh wait, the Bible was, my bad. Also, the Bible was written by Shakespeare, and Shakespeare never even existed. So, let that sit in your soul. How much they fuck with history, right? Because that's also a way that they perform these spells on us by doing certain shit to us in certain timelines. I was gonna say timelines, because I'm so, used to how time is not real. So, yeah, they do certain things to us in certain time periods, and then they'll literally bury it in history by building land over it, or dams, or parks, like the Manhattan Park in New York. And then, they'll also hide it in the history books by continuously feeding a different or a specific story in his story, further burying us of what greatness that we were in every period of time. Like, look at us, we're still going, we've been going. If y'all just now waking up, this shit's been going on. I know, crazy, right? But yeah, they got us saying spells to each other like wake, like, and like they also created certain spirits with their language, right, to exist on this physical, like dementia. And dementia is when you break down certain words just by, like how I said, phonetics and etymology and shit. You can hear and see what they're trying to say. Like sha means to be out of, means to be out of. And then dementia, and then dimension. And when, like, that's just, your state of consciousness, and like the computer for that consciousness, like the processor, the comprehension, right? Being able to comprehend at that, in that consciousness, because you can be inside of a certain consciousness but not fully aware of shit, or stuff won't fully be seen in your reality from being on that dimension, because you won't have complete comprehension of it. And then yeah, it's just crazy. What's the most important thing, Spirit? Sabotage memories and connections. Thank you, Spirit. So, yes, you can alkalize any moment, right? Because time isn't real. So if you can't really remember something about something in the past, even if it's you trying to purposely remember something bad that happened to you, so you can point it out to someone else, like, hey, nigga, this is the shit you did to me, or this is the shit you said to me, type shit. No, instead of that, just go back and remember it how you want to remember it in such a way that it would help you grow. 34 on the clock as I said that. I don't know. That's an angel. I'm gonna look that up. Yeah. So they do this to us too. They'll go back into our memories and make us remember certain shit, and they do it with the frequencies put out from all of the technology, the things that we think is just technology around us, and they even listen to us through spoons type shit. I don't know how that works, but my guess is that like if we hold a spoon up, right, while we're talking and speaking, it's like a tuning fork, and we're speaking by the spoon, then it's going to pick up the frequency. Then they'll be able to better hear us through the walls, through the metal that's catching, or the glass around the house that's catching the frequencies of what we're saying. But like these pole lines and shit that they got through the streets, I just noticed how the trees grow when they're next to them, and it's like they're allergic to them or some shit. Like they're just repulsed by it. Like when you see it, when you see the curvature of the branches and how they're moving, you're gonna know exactly what I mean by repulsed. Like I literally mean they look like they're disgusted. Like they're like they're doing that meme like like what the fuck type shit. But yeah, so these things are obviously sending out fucking deadly ass frequencies that are, because it's like the music that they put out, right? Why you can go to sleep listening to certain frequencies, especially natural frequencies like water and shit, sand and others. But yeah, certain music will like get you riled up and get you inspired probably, But after listening to it for so long, it aggravates your cells, like down to your astral bodies type shit. It does not fuck with it, like for real. Especially if it's on repeat on a loop, on some kind of loop. I've experienced this trying to go to sleep listening to certain songs, because I got ADHD, so of course I'm gonna go to sleep listening to some fucking EDM, electro disco music. Yeah, EDM. Yes. Yeah, because I was hyper as a kid. I like that rushing feeling through anything I experienced. Like, anyways, what was I about to say? Oh, right. It would make it hard for me to go to sleep, and it'll actually bring up nightmares and shit in my dreams. And yeah. Also, be careful when you go to sleep, when you astral project, because demons will because we know, like, since you become aware that your dreams are messages and shit, right? Demons will possess you while you're dreaming and will walk around for you while you're dreaming and make you do certain things that will make you question yourself. Look at my face. This is experience. Oh, I got yellow ass teeth here. It's that shit, It's that fluoride free, you feel me? But no, I'm gonna find a substitute for that, because I don't like brushing my teeth with baking soda and water. That shit. No, that's not it. I mean, like, you gotta get off the fluoride, though. That's, another silent weapon technology. They put it all in the water and our shit. Oh, yeah. Silent weapon technology is also ignorance, right? Because, first of all, energy itself is technology. And remember, energy extends through all dimensions. And this is why their technology go hands in hand with their weapons that they use. Like fucking ignorance. First of all, for them to have even created the word ignorance, for us to apply that to our dictionary and our comprehension skills, to comprehend ignorance, and then to do, like, I mean, yeah, it's good just to become more aware of how you operate and work, but then it's bad to the point where, if you give this energy, yeah, enough attention, you would give it more energy, and then you would become ignorant and shit. Like, we have certain meanings for shit that we don't have words to, and that's been done on purpose. That's why I don't really care about, how I speak anymore. Sometimes I be wondering, like, oh, I hope they get it. I hope I said it a certain way type shit. No, language is fucked up. Okay, it's okay if you guys didn't read the dictionary type shit, because it's cursed. So maybe you've been gifted with certain words, right? Because sometimes we be learning words. I mean, we did teach all of ourselves everything while we were still babies, because that's just the default mode that as God goes into, so that we can start ascending back to being God. Not God, but energy. That's just an energy. That's just a default mode that energy goes into, so that after it cycles to the bottom, it can lift itself up, like a phoenix from that, and rising from the ashes. Ooh. Okay, so fuck all the bullshit. Let me open my notes again. Make sure. So right, like I said before, we got past lives. We have a bunch of curses on us, right? That we're unknowing of. So you can just look up certain just read your energy. Learn how. This is why I was saying learn to channel shit and alchemize. So then you can learn how to also feel energy, like the differences between them too. And my bad. I'm acting like I'm on a timer and I forgot. I'm gonna let the time run, because they cut me off last time and I'm about to punish these demons. Goddamn. Forgetfulness. That's also a curse. Right. We have to try and break the curses of our past lives, especially for our ancestors, so that they can, be free and transcend instead of remaining as lost souls. You can also use your light to call them to you by using an altar, or just create an altar within yourself, just like energetically. You will have to learn to mentally picture this clearly and feel it within you, and you will have to learn how to bring that feeling back up within you, so that you can call the altar to you and take things off of the altar or place things on the altar. But also making a physical altar would be strong too, because that's how the magic works. Also, the moon, Isis, and the sun, Ra, is out at the moment. So I'm getting charged with electromagnetic energy, and that's awesome. I'm channeling like a mug. Anyways. Oh yeah, let's learn the differences between magic, right? Because there's voodoo and hoodoo, right? And the stuff, there's a lot of other different kinds of magic, right? That's in that field of I would say sorcery, or sorcery, because they would conjure things from source to here, by doing certain rituals, and oh my god, I gotta break down what the fuck a ritual is. So say that you're walking down the street, right, and you're rubbing 2 pennies together between your fingers while thinking of money falling in your path, and you're walking over the money. So because you can feel money in your hands, and because you can hear the money, you can smell the copper on the penny, and in your mind you can just see money falling to you. All of this shit is symbolizing, right, how you're attracting money to you. So that's within itself is a ritual. So with the ritual, you're just going to have to do certain things or obtain certain things and place certain things a certain way, right? And build conduits of energy. So in this case, my conduit of energy was the pennies. And I was just using that as like a totem or a phone or a key, right? Just to keep my attention and my consciousness focused on a certain attraction, while also visualizing and casting out another attraction within myself to my outer world, because eventually I'm going to see a fucking dollar on the street. You feel me? And then, yeah, we don't need to do rituals because telekinesis is back. You feel me? Spell casting is back. You feel me? Like a whole new age, whole new upgrades type shit. Niggas can just really curse themselves. And all the elites have to do is, they have to do rituals because they don't have the energy within themselves to do this shit. They can make themselves like part of that conduit, right? Just by, you know, setting stuff up and then saying it a certain way. But then after they do that and say that, they're also going to have to get another sacrifice with the energy that will be able to manifest whatever they're manifesting. Also, really look into those movies, those scary movies, because they expose themselves with the rituals and bullshit that they do. And then they also expose a lot about the spirit realm, but then they make it look a certain way to where we will fear seeing admirations, I think is what they're called, like shadow people. Sometimes they be our fucking spirit team or our ancestors just desperate to reach out to us, you know. Another reason why you gotta learn to love the darkness. Like, what you would say is darkness, right? Let's say you have a big buff scary dad, right? And a dad that has like that mean mug face, or just a dad that has a mean mug face, or just a mean energy to them that makes people want to back the fuck up. But that's your father. Now, are you going to fear that person, or are you going to learn to love and respect them a whole lot more because you can see that they have an energy within them that's will damn for sure protect you a lot stronger type shit. Like, I don't know about you, but I would love to have a friend like that. Of course, I would love to have a friend like that, type shit. Like, so then, let's say like you have Wolverine and his mate from that one movie. Like, Wolverine is a mean dude type shit, but the girl he was rocking with, she was like so nice and kind, even though she was a fucking agent with powers and shit that was fucking him over the whole time. But yeah, and also if that happens to you guys, don't think that that person who did it was really that much aware that they were attacking you spiritually, because like I said, we be used as pawns against each other. Another reason why I forgave that one girl who I had to get out my energy. Remember, I did the ritual and I told y'all about it. Thanks for the energy, guys. I really appreciate it. Really helped the magic get stronger. But yeah. Also, evil eye is real. People can glare at you, give you a death glare type shit, and niggas will die by the next week. Just because, where attention goes, energy flows. So because they put their energy on you with that intention, yeah, they gave you that attention with that intention. It's crazy. So now I gotta break down the word attention and intention. I know us, out, and in is whoa. Okay. Anyways. All right. My notes. Oh, right. Connect to your darkness. Right. So do your shadow work, right? You just have to really lay out everything that you're ashamed of, right? Or that you just feel guilty about, right? And forgive yourself, um, for what the fuck ever. Because God forgives you. I'll put it that way. God forgives you. Even though I don't believe in the label of God, I know what God is. And just trust me, that thing forgives you. Because, you're still its child. And, its creation. I'm still its creation. And it created itself, so. Right. Fears. Okay. Like I was saying earlier about the buff dad dude. Just know that these demons are also part of you, right? You're made out of demons and angels and shit. Like, all these energies around you is you. And this body is just your conduit to collect your energy so that it can put out your energy in a way that will shift reality or, the environment that you inhabit at that time. And yeah. This shit is a lot. My brain hurts. All right, connect to. Okay, so to connect to your fears is sit in the dark, right? And imagine everything that you're afraid of, and then just cast its silhouette to the shadows in your mind. So just like, imagine that thing that you're scared of is actually there, type shit. And learn to invite it with all of its power that you fear. Just learn to invite, that chaos and that energy, so then you can feed on that energy. Not just feed on the energy, my bad. Sorry, my darkness, it's a little overactive at the moment. I think it's because I'm aggravated from standing in the cold so long. But, yeah, it's not just about feeding on the power of what, you're afraid of. It's also about, like, coming into a union with it so that you can trust it to work for you and not against you. Right, because you don't want to conquer your lower self. You want that relationship. Oh, jeez, my fingernails are red? That's crazy. That's new. It's not old new. That's just new. Oh, right, Toby Lou. That's cool. Y'all should listen to Toby Lou and Breezy. My uncle's cousin is Breezy. Or Breezy is my uncle's cousin. Sandrea. Oh my god. I gotta go back and look her name up. You'll know who I'm talking about, especially if you go look up Toby Lou. Yeah, they are really tapped in. Like they're so tapped in that they could be under MK Ultra right now. You hear me, elites? I'm so glad I get to get this out now. Because if you touch my cousin, if you touch my family, that's a justified ass whooping right there. And the way y'all made me feel putting me through this simulation, even though I made you do it, we know y'all not doing this by your own will, but you still chose to do it. Because we've been told you could stop, but y'all ain't stopped yet, so. Yeah, justified ass whooping, like I said. I'm gonna just leave it there. My bad, I'm starting to get emotional. Toby Lou, right, he and Breezy, they made a lot of good tapped in music. Also, look up MK Ultra. Look up all the things you think is conspiracy is real. You just have to break down these light codes, right? In this matrix, right? Now that I've given you the keys to understand how language is spells and how they keep us blinded to certain meanings of shit, right? Especially since they have this thing called norms and popularity. So now it's not popular to think like what is popular, right? Is to follow a physical is to follow a certain type of logics that was given to us. Because even if we did look at it logically, first of all, logic shifts in different perspective because logic is just an element that still follows chaos, and logic came out of chaos. So this is why. And then yeah, so when you look at certain things with different logic, you will start to crack all the fucking codes to this matrix a lot quicker. Like you would like when I say a lot quicker, like I'm saying the first time you like build up your momentum, you would think your third eye is open, type shit. But no, it's still warming up to start peaking, and when it starts peaking, you will see shit differently on the physical, and everything will sound different too. Also, you will start to hear more shit, and you will start to see more shit. Like, bro, there's different fields around, like, whole ass areas. Like, yes, there's like a certain field around this thing right here next to me. And there's a field around me too. Oh, and there's layers to my field. I don't be paying attention to this shit because I'm getting lightheaded right now. That's why. But yeah, when you look up into the sky and you're able to start to see like certain fields, just like it just looks like a bunch of pressure just spiraling. I can't really, because I can't truly fucking see it, but it's like my intuition tells me this is where this energy is and this is what this energy would look like. So then I start to see it physically, and I think that's like my third eye casting that image to my sight, But there's also really big fields around certain areas too. And I think that's also part of this energy grid thing that they be working on. Also, that's wild. Just the way we move, right, in this third dimension from the higher dimensions, because we're still moving in the higher dimensions, and then the way it reflects on this physical realm is just intense. But I believe that I'm some kind of teacher in the cosmos, Like I was either a teacher, like I don't know, because the way I feel and the way I act in certain situations, I feel like I was more than just a fucking teacher. And oh right, because I still don't got all my memories back, right? Y'all forget we went through amnesia as babies and then forced into a system to be distracted from remembering who we are. But anyways, yeah, I haven't remembered completely who I am yet, but oh no, I was about to say something deep. All right, I'm about ready to go pick up something to eat and sit the fuck down. All right, watch what you eat. Break down certain structures, certain concepts of what this reality is and how they make you think you should live. Because, if you don't have to die, all right, and then go look up all the myths too, because all those mysteries, right? Those myths and shit, all of that is still truth, and they're putting it in your face of what it is and how it works, and they're kind of just teasing you to the fact that you can't, raise your vibration, your energy to achieve doing this shit or seeing this shit. And I call bullshit on that. So, we don't have to die type shit. Our physical bodies don't have to die because our soul for sure don't. And that's how you can, you know, remember that hell isn't real, because if that's a place of fire, right? Hell is real. It's many things. It's a state of consciousness, right? It's a dimension, and it's a whole other realm too. And it's a whole entity as well. Yeah. So you just gotta learn how to decipher things like that, so then you can, like I said, reconstruct the construct of your reality. Okay. Peace reflections. I love you all. It's cold.